Welcome back to that Heartbreak Hogs podcast. Sid and I are back. Maybe a little bit of video fuzziness on Sid's end just because of connection stuff, but looks like right as I say that he's coming in nice and clear. But audio should be all good to go, but maybe a little bit of fuzziness with the video coming in from Sid, but we're still going to have a good time here and talk about the Razorbacks and I'm really excited about this matchup, man. Really excited. I've been thinking about it. I've been going back and forth on scenarios in my head. And bro, I am thinking it's giving me Oklahoma State vibes. You know where last year I was so certain that they were going to come up, start out strong and just crush them. And I was just like, this matchup just looks great for Arkansas. Well, I was right until the third quarter of that game. And I feel like that this matchup could kind of go the same way where I'm thinking Arkansas is going to get an early lead. I think they're going to come out swinging. There's a lot of emotions in this game. Now, let's make sure that we don't do stupid penalties out of this emotion, like spitting in people's faces or just, late hit stuff, like especially on a key drive. Like it's like fourth down and we have a late hit, just because of emotions on Kudus or, any of the former Razorback players that went to Ole Miss over the offseason. But I really am predicting that Arkansas goes up early in this one. And I don't know what's going to happen after that. I don't know if we're going to maintain the lead. Are we going to blow it and then still escape with a win? Or are we going to blow it with a heartbreaking loss? Well, what about you, Sid? Because I know that you were less optimistic about this season, but like that wasn't in. We've had two interesting games where they did what they needed to do. Like, do you have a little bit more excitement going into this one where you're like, they do look better and more competitive than what I was thinking?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna start off with this. It's been two games,
Yeah,
and we've looked great. Both that we've done what we needed to do from both of these games,
right.
and executed well, exactly, and better, honestly, better than I hoped. And so they've shown me everything that I wanted to see out of these two games. That being said, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid yet. I am not all in still. It does give me hope, and I said this last week. If Arkansas shows up to this Arkansas State matchup in
Right.
Little Rock and they dominate, I'm gonna rethink and I'm gonna have more confidence. To
Right.
which that's exactly what they did,
What
right?
happened? Right.
That's exactly what they did. They dominated. So that being said, I was like, okay, well, now what do I do? Now what do I think?
Yeah.
And the more and more I pondered, the more I talked to people, I think I just realized that I'm not there fully yet. I'm gonna want to see what happens in this Ole Miss game at 6 p.m. matchup too,
Right.
nighttime game at Ole Miss. This is where they really have to show: are they for real, or
Right.
was this a big fugaz? Like, was this like just um, kind of hype us up for the first two, and then just like Arkansas does, tear us back down, or was
Right.
this a true? Is this our season? Well, completely opposite of what I predicted at the start of the season at 4 wins. So, um, again, not drinking the Kool Aid, not predicting anything, just knowing that I think this game specifically is what I'm going to be looking out for. Um, I'm not predicting a win still, and I'm
Right.
just I'm thinking that it's like you said. I can see us starting early, starting hot early, and then kind of choking it away. Um, but man, it's hard. Like Talon looked good
He looks
this week.
good. He made
I
some
mean,
mistakes, but
right?
like they still, oh, man, it sounds like your potential rating has gone up higher, but you're just not
Potential
sure on
ratings
the
for sure.
execution.
I mean, so, yeah, so 6 touchdowns, 322 yards. Um, So,
A lot of running
but that was
yards
actually
too, over
Alabama A&M.
150
I think he
rushing,
had
right?
4. Yeah, yeah, that was Alabama A&M. He had um forgot how many he had. 4 and 2 touchdowns. But yeah, he had the most rushing yards this game. Again,
Right.
what we said last week, are we going to see more out of our other running backs? And we saw 9 carries, which isn't a lot, but it's still
Right.
something. And I think that's goes to the same thing what we said after the first week. I think they're still reserving those running backs. I think they're still reserving like
Yep.
Mike Washington for this Ole Miss game. So
Hmm.
um, will be interesting to see if they are and if they bring up give them more opportunities and more playing time this game.
Yeah, man. That's actually what I was just about to bring up is I think Arkansas, and I mentioned this a little bit last week, is that I really liked how Arkansas has a really easy opponent game one and then a slight upgrade for week two where you can like get a better challenge and still start, getting more fluid with your guys and building that connection with everybody. And Ole Miss didn't get that, dude. Watching that Kentucky game, I was like, oh my gosh, like Ole Miss looks beatable. And I'm with you where it's
Yeah.
like, I can't say that it's going to be a guaranteed win or anything, but they look very beatable. And it's not like that they had any reason to hide any plays. They were playing a conference opponent, they were playing a conference
Hmm.
game. You're not supposed to hold back in conference matchups like that. So while Arkansas has been holding back a lot of their playbook, I guarantee you that Bobby P has some plays made for this Ole Miss matchup that we have not seen. I guarantee you that Washington is going to get more handoffs as long as he's, healthy and he doesn't get hurt. Um, and he broke out with a really good run, a couple good runs against
Hmm.
Arkansas State. Washington looks legit. Looks
Yeah.
very dynamic. He looks fast. I think they've been holding back and they're ready to rock Ole Miss. Um, does that happen? God, I hope so. But I don't know, and I'm really scared to say for sure that's going to happen because it does. It feels like an Oklahoma State situation where I'm almost certain that they're going to go out swinging hard and they're going to score early. And that could be 14-0, that could be 10-0, that could be 17-0 or something like that. Um but it's just like, what do they do after that? The second half or the second quarter slowdown in the Arkansas State game when Talon threw 2 picks in a row on like 2 different drives, like the next on 2 straight drives is what I'm trying to say. A little concerning. It's like, oh no, like we're not going to have these stutter situations to let the other team back in. For a second, it was kind of like, what is the offense going to do? They recovered, which was great, but can they recover against a legit conference opponent? We don't know. If they start sputtering, are they going to stay sputtering because they're playing against a better defense than Arkansas State? So,
Right.
no, that was a
Yeah. I mean,
long-winded
I
rant.
wouldn't compare Kentucky in any way, shape, or form to Arkansas State. Like I think
Yeah,
Kentucky is a solid matchup. But
exactly.
that being said, Ole Miss is um was ranked. And we weren't.
I
So
don't
like
know
they
why it
they
was close. I
yeah.
don't know why it was close.
There
Like
were, I
Ole
mean, there were a lot
Miss,
of close games there were some games this that happened this weekend that I was
yeah,
surprised at
Florida.
as well, right? Florida, yeah. Even Georgia
But
didn't win by
that
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 much.
also makes you confident, like that Arkansas was one of the teams that actually did what they were supposed to. Like, how long has it been since we've said that?
Hmm.
Like how long has it been where like remember last year UAB and we're just like shaking our heads going like, what are they doing? Like how can you not stay focused on some of these easy opponents? And I've been watching other podcasts and they've been mentioning this too, where it's like we have not really dominated a team, a G5 school like Arkansas State, the way that we dominated them this week, like in a long time. where we scored in the 50s and held them to only like 2 score. And really, our
Hmm.
defense only held them to 1 because of that stupid kickoff return, which that's another little concern that I have. It's like, oh, special teams, great. We have this great field goal kicker and a great punter, but it's still like we do these weird things on defense on special teams, and that's a big spot, especially towards the end of the games. Like you want your special teams to be ready to go and um, clicking with one another. So I don't know. I kind of threw a lot of random things out just now, but
Did you at the start of this season have us winning this game or no?
no.
I don't think you did, right?
And
We both obviously didn't.
Yeah,
Um,
and I still don't like.
yeah, yeah.
I'm on this whole like I think it is really possible that they do this, and I would not be surprised if we win by more than 2 scores.
Okay, so
However, I've got to see it. I've got to
I
see
got
it.
a two-part question for you.
Ooh,
Um,
you're ready for a
First
two-part
part,
answer?
do you start drinking the Kool-Aid if we win this game?
Yeah,
Is it a close
because
game? Or does it matter if it's a close game or this is the same question also, not the second part. This is the same. Um, does it matter if it's like by
yes, if
3,
you get
by 7?
if you get a road revenge game, I like you're already better than I thought you would be. Like with especially if it's a close game. And that actually gives me more confidence. They closed out
Hmm.
a close game on the road. That's like in Ole Miss, I consider middle of the pack SEC for this year. Like I don't
Mhm.
think they're first round. Like I don't think they're in the first 6 spots, but I would see them 7, 8, um, 10 at the lowest. Like where they're a legit opponent. And also, I think they're preparing for this game hardcore. They seem to
Mhm.
really care about playing Arkansas. So I think you're getting a good effort by a good team. And if you can go there and beat them, especially in a 1-score game, it's like, oh, Arkansas won a close game. That's awesome. And then if they win by multiple scores, it's like, wow, Arkansas is good. Like, if they go and just smoke Ole Miss, like, I, yeah, to me, it's just
Yeah,
a
I
huge
think
momentum shift. It has to be.
mhm. I think, yeah, for sure, just sneaking one by, even if it's even if we barely squeak on by, going
Yeah.
3-0 is huge, and which brings me to
Huge.
my second part, like, for Sam Pittman, if he sneaks one by or if he dominates this one, let's say,
Yeah.
I think that's huge for him. I do, see everyone starting to drink the Kool-Aid because of this 3-0, and so,
Yeah.
with Memphis after that and Tennessee after that, like,
Well,
um
Notre Dame is after Memphis.
or Memphis, Notre
Yeah.
Dame, then Tennessee.
I mean, we
Um,
could potentially go 4-0 up against Notre
so
Dame, and Notre Dame looks beatable.
yeah.
Um, dude, you know what's wild is those ESPN matchup predictors. They changed over the weekend. We're now favored by the ESPN, that percentage indicator on the app, the matchup predictor. We're
Mhm.
favored against Texas A&M.
Mm.
Isn't that wild? I've never seen us favored against A&M before. Now that's going to change week to week, but it was really
Yeah, I was like,
cool.
that's a far, far thing away, and maybe
Yeah,
because it's like a
those.
home game, and A&M obviously, I don't think. What was their
Well, they
score?
play Notre Dame this weekend, so that's going to be very telling of who
True.
they are. If they beat Notre Dame, I'm sure that
Will
matchup,
rank and go up. Yeah.
it's going to change. It's probably going to start favoring A&M. But if we beat Ole Miss, I mean, who knows too? Like a road win.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think that
How big, yeah, is it for
if
Sam
we
Pittman for this
lose
win?
Ole Miss, though, I just think that it's a very deflating thing that could get really bad. Like I
Hmm.
think that this game is very, 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 very important. And to answer your question about Sam Pittman, it's huge because again, I think that this is going to be the turnaround that this team needs confidence wise. Um, and if they can stay focused, if they get this win, is going to be the next big thing. The other thing is, man, the big turnaround is, if this happens, is heavily due to Bobby P coming. And so you've
For
got to
sure.
lock in Bobby P, because otherwise, if Salmons, say they get, after winning this, they get about 7, 8 wins, right around that range, above 6. Bringing back Sam without Bobby would be very underwhelming. Bringing him back with Bobby is more to be excited about. Assuming we're going on the Ole Miss, you get that win, you
Hmm.
know. But I do think that
Which,
whenever it comes to hype, Bobby P is now tied to the hip with the hype. You can't
yeah,
let him go
I saw he.
if you bring back Sam.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw I saw he compared
Talon to
Taylor to
Lamar.
Lamar.
Yeah,
I
we'll have to see.
saw that
This
for
is
two games,
this is
but
Talon's
yeah,
opportunity. You win this game, those types of posts are going viral nationally.
true.
Like it did go to a national level. This one did, but it was like to a smaller degree. Like he got an ESPN interview, which was awesome, but like it's gonna explode. Like if they go on the road, beat Ole Miss, and this is prime time. Like this is a prime time game. A lot of
Hmm.
eyes are going to be on this if Arkansas is winning, and they're going to be watching Talon Green, and they're going to be talking about Talon Green. So this is his opportunity to get a big win and to get people talking about him. Um, Big opportunity. And again, I just feel like it's going to be very deflating if they just don't come through. Even if he has a really good game, they need to win. Like this to me is a must win. Like you have to win. Now every game's a must win,
Now,
but
would you? Yeah, I was gonna
you
say,
need to
would you
win this.
rather? Would you consider this like we win? Let's say there was a pick one, this or Memphis. Are you okay with us essentially losing to Memphis the week after this if we win this game?
No, because I don't think Memphis is that good. Like if you lose to Memphis after, if you get a big win in Oxford and then you lose to Memphis, it just shows you that your focus is elsewhere. And I want to make sure that this team's focused, and I think they are. I mean, what did we think with Arkansas State? We're like, Arkansas could overlook them. Like this could be a trap game. Like they should beat them, but will they? But this showed how focused they are. I mean, they came out ready to go, like looking like that they were playing Ole Miss. I mean, they looked
I
stoked for the
still
game.
This is what Arkansas does though. They build you up. So that's why I'm like I get it.
Well, I'm just saying like that they did
They're
what
gonna
they were
be
they
fully
did what they
focused
were
on Ole Miss,
supposed to,
but
and
then
they don't always do what they're supposed
yeah,
to.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm still not discounting Memphis or Arkansas, overlooking them, and
Yeah,
with Notre Dame the following week. Um, I don't know. It's
yeah,
just still ways ahead. I think this game for sure is. I agree with you. All eyes are going to be on this game at being at
yeah.
6 p.m.
This is
I
big
know.
opportunity,
I think someone else plays at 6 p.m. too.
and you're
As
getting
in like
ranked
there's
if you
another pick.
win. Like
Yeah,
all of your games after this, people are going to be watching if you win this game.
yeah. I think that's what I was seeing. Texas A&M Notre Dame is around the same time,
Right.
so there will be eyes on that game as well.
There will,
But
but if Arkansas is winning, they're going to be tuning back and forth. And
yeah,
I don't know. I'm a little skeptical of A&M. I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know. I kind of think that Notre Dame may hand it to them. Now I say that, and then it's going to be the opposite, right? But we'll just have to see. I think that whoever the underdog is winning, whichever one is the underdog. So let's say A&M. A&M is winning because it's at Notre Dame.
mhm.
So like if A&M is pulling a lead, people are going to be watching that. Now, if Arkansas is pulling a lead on Oxford and Notre Dame's beating A&M, people are going to, go over to the Arkansas game, go Arkansas and Ole Miss, and be like, "Oh, is there a potential upset happening here?" You know. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I think that there's a lot to play for. You've got to win this game. Like you really
Yeah,
do
another
for
thing
so many reasons. You have to win
was
this
that
game.
their QB, like Ole Miss's QB, honestly didn't look that good. And
No.
I know that it's his first year. And they got like Jackson Dart got drafted. I forgot his name. Um, Austin Simmons. It's his first year, so I get that it could be nerves or whatever, but um, didn't really look that good. So
Mhm.
in terms of their offense, I think as long as I know for both of us, the defense was the biggest worry.
Right.
So it really just depends on if the defense is able to show up um,
And they've
for this
looked
game.
better than we thought they would be. Um, and I know Arkansas State is not all that, but Arkansas State had a capable offense. Like they had a mobile quarterback and they had some talent that I don't know. I just think that they had a capable offense. And our defense, again, only 7 points. I know the score was 14, but that was because of a kickoff return. Um, so I just think that, man, it like you were saying, that Ole Miss quarterback did not look that special. And they've in both of his game, he's thrown 2 interceptions. He threw two
Yeah.
interceptions against an opponent that Arkansas has been playing, like a level of that, So I don't think that he's all that. And again, I don't see any reason why Ole Miss would hold anything back in a conference game on the road at Kentucky. They had to have been playing really hard, where
hmm
and throwing everything that they had at Kentucky, and where
But I
Arkansas,
saw it.
they've been able to hide their cards.
True. I mean, I just saw that their star running back also had Ole Miss's at 28 carries.
Right.
Um, that's that's quite a bit. Yeah. And so looks like they gave him a lot of opportunities. I mean,
Right.
only averaged about 4 or 5 yards, but
Right.
um,
And it'll be
it's
interesting.
a beatable team. It's a beatable
Yeah.
team for sure.
It'll be interesting if Ole Miss tries to hardcore run, how our defensive line will go, because we are kind of thin on the defensive line. And if they start wearing out, and here's another point: if we go to overtime, our defensive line is in trouble. Um, so those are just things to keep an eye on here. Is if it's close and it goes to overtime, we better score in overtime because our defense is going to be allowing some sort of a score, either a field goal
hmm
or easy touchdowns, because that defensive line is going to get wiped quick. So it will be interesting how they play the run. Uh, if they're going to be bringing linebackers in or what they're going to do for that. But the Ole Miss offense did not really look that threatening, especially compared to last year. I mean, last year they just looked a lot better, you know. So,
Um,
and I think Kentucky shocked them last year. I think last year they overlooked Kentucky and they were holding some things back, prepping for another game. Um, but this year they knew not to overlook them. And what I mean by that is like they didn't have any reason to hide anything. And I'm just going to keep hitting this, man. I don't think that we've seen all the cards in Arkansas's offense. I think that they are going to come out and they are going to do some pretty cool things. I think that there are going to be some really cool highlights on offense after this game where we're just like, "Oh my gosh." Like we've got a running team, we have some tight ends that are really good. We have some spectacular wide receivers. Oh, and we have an athletic as hell quarterback that can run the ball. I mean, I'm stoked. I think that they have a lot of things. I think the offense is going to look great.
I get, yeah, two things cannot happen. Is Taylor Green cannot make any silly mistakes.
No pick
In this
sixes.
game, no
Yeah.
pick sixes.
Yeah.
Um, Throwing it away, it's still. And then when
Out
he
of
has to
bounds.
run,
Out of bounds.
exactly, yeah, get out of bounds.
Not just up in the
And
air, but
so
out of bounds.
right, like he cannot have silly mistakes because they will capitalize on them, and
They'll make you
that's
pay.
that's for sure. And then special teams cannot have any mistakes. I would say like they're not allowed. They got their couple. That's it. They're not allowed to have any mistakes anymore,
Right.
especially in this big of a game. Um,
Dude, how deflating would that be if Ole Miss gets a kickoff return all the way? I mean,
mhm.
it would just be like, really? Like, come on now. So yeah, let's hope that
No.
that gets cleared up because that it does make a difference. Like special teams is very key.
Yeah, I think if we've hit the nail on the head on this game, now it comes down to the question of the day, which is what is your prediction and with your prediction, what do you expect to happen?
Okay. So I've got two predictions. One that I want to happen and one that I'm afraid of happening. Just because I've seen this kind of stuff before. Um what I want to happen is come in hot, get up 2 scores early and continue scoring. Do not slow down, just continue going. Um if we see a slowdown in the second quarter, I'm going to get a little concerned. Um, if we're up 28-3 at halftime, I'm going to be a little concerned because they need to prove that they can just keep going, and don't play Arkansas versus Arkansas and lose the game because of Arkansas. So my optimistic prediction is I think that Arkansas can win by multiple scores. I think it is a great matchup for them, and I think that a lot of Ole Miss fans should be concerned about this matchup. What I think is what I'm leaning towards out of like knowing Arkansas, knowing what's been happening the last couple years, the road games, the close games. I fear losing a close 1-score game here to Ole Miss. That we just either we have a big lead and then we lose that lead and Ole Miss takes it late in the game, or it's just close the whole time and Ole Miss, does what they need to do to win at the very end. I want to see us overcome that because the only reason I'm leaning that way of that happening is because we've seen it happen so many times, and I've just got to believe it. I've got to see it to believe it that we've overcome this and do what we should do. And I do think we should beat Ole Miss by 2 scores. I just think it's a great matchup for us. It's just, will Arkansas beat themselves or will they go and beat Ole Miss? So that's my take on it. Sid,
So
wrap us up
what's
here.
your score?
Oh, you want to do a
Your
score, huh?
score. I want
Okay.
to do a score. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Oh, you don't get two scores like you
yeah,
just said. I hope to happen.
I'm
You
gonna
get to pick one score.
say I'm gonna say 38 35, 38-34 Ole Miss.
Hmm.
But I'm hoping 42-27 Arkansas.
Fair.
So that's what I'm hoping for. And I think it's possible. But 38-35 is kind of Ole Miss. Or sorry,
Yeah.
38-34 Ole Miss is where, unfortunately, I'm going to predict. And I just want to say I hope I'm wrong. I'm rooting for that prediction to be wrong and that we can go back to the 42-27 one. And I'll just claim that
Well,
I made
I
that
mean,
one.
yeah. Sure.
Sure.
We'll all know you did not, but
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying if I was hoping against Alabama A&M, we put up 52. Against Arkansas State, we would put up 56.
Right.
So against Ole Miss, we put up 60.
Oh,
That's what I'm
let's
hoping.
go. Dude, that would
Right.
be awesome,
We're,
man.
we're
That would be
hoping going
awesome.
up. but no, I don't think that's going to happen. Um, I do agree with you, but actually, what I'm thinking is a little bit different in that I see us climbing out of a hole more so than um, kind of starting off hot too. I see
Interesting.
Ole Miss getting started early, and then us having to kind of dig and try to keep up with them. And I still think we're able to keep up with them with their offense. It's just that will show me if Talon is truly um, in the pressure
Right.
at away game. Is he able to stay calm, collected, and make plays happen when he's
Right.
down, when he's away, when the pressure's on? So I see us going down early. I see us going down maybe two scores even. Um,
Interesting. Yeah, yours is the opposite of
but yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying.
But then I do see Talon, and I would like to see Talon um, kind of fight back. Our offense
Right.
fight back. Our defense, them kind of running out of gas. Um, I don't know if we still pull it away. I think in the end, it comes down to too little, too late for us,
Mhm.
and it's something that I'm afraid of. But I do see where they give us the hope. We maybe in third quarter pull up a lead,
Yeah.
get back in it, but fourth quarter happens, and then they kind of win it outright. So I think it's gonna be around a halfway point. Um, in my head, I'm seeing it getting pretty close. It's starting off ugly, getting pretty
Right.
close around second, third quarter, and then fourth quarter kind of unfortunately, Ole Miss pulling it off. And I don't see it high scoring as you either. So I'm seeing like 31-28.
Okay.
And it's still a one score game with Ole Miss um, with a Ole Miss field goal or something like that.
Right. No, and I get that, man. It is kind of funny how we keep talking about scenarios we're afraid of. Like we're just expecting these unfavorable
Because
situations
we've
to
gone through
occur.
them.
I know. I know. One last little piece I wanted to add here real quick is the offensive line has been playing a lot better. I know again it's against inferior opponents, but even against inferior opponents, our offensive line looked bad last year. Like they looked bad against
Mhm.
everybody. So I'm curious to see how well the offensive line plays against a legit defense like Ole Miss. And Talon Green's pocket passing percentage when it's a clean pocket, when he's protected, really good. His ratings are very good when
Yeah, I
he
thought
doesn't have to
pretty sure
rush.
70s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So around 70%, which is pretty good.
Really good. So I think that's going to be key, and that will be interesting to see. Uh, this team can be good if their offensive line is good. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts on the game are. We're really excited for this one, and if Arkansas wins, we're gonna go live next week. If they don't win, we might still go live. I don't know yet, but or do like a pre-recorded like this. But big opportunities here. We're excited, and we both hope we're wrong with our predictions. you know,
We
so
hope to see you guys live next week.
yeah, we hope to see. Yeah, in other words, we hope to see you guys live. But yeah, go Hogs, and we'll see you guys next week.